Okay, Mrs. Doris is my name. I'm a teacher by profession. I'm a wife and a mother.
Thank you, ma. Ma, we also want to make a request. Our request is there's a probability for us to send this interview on social media.
Okay.
That is, if you are one of our best characters after we view all the characters that we have, there's a probability for us to send us on our own social media platform in order for us to make adverts for our project. Oh, did we have your permission for that?
Which of the major platforms?
Yeah, we are using YouTube, majorly YouTube.
All right. Permission granted.
Thank you, ma. So, ma, can you just please give us the summary about yourself?
My childhood, or
yeah, both your childhood or your just like personal story about yourself. Just brief.
Personal story.
Yeah.
Her. Okay. Doris is my name. I was born and brought up in Lagos State, and the local government area precisely. I was born into a family of 7. I'm the second in position. Our parents, they are still alive, very much alive. And I have a older sibling and other younger siblings. So I attended College of Education. I'm a HC holder per se, and I'm a teacher. I work in the community. I stay in the community with my family. I'm married. I got married a few years back and stay in that.
Wow, nice. Thank you very much, ma. I really love the brief story about yourself. Ma, if I may ask, what is your hobby? What did you enjoy doing most?
What I enjoy doing most? Singing and reading. Yeah.
Wow.
I love singing, I love music, and I love reading. And I read a lot, a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me. What is your favorite music?
My favorite music, I prefer gospel music because I'm a Christian. I was born into the Christian family. I grew up being a Christian child, and I got married as a Christian. I'm a Christian wife. I'm a worker in my church. So I love gospel music. Gospel artists are my favorite celebrities when it comes to music industry.
Thank you. Then who is your favorite artist in terms of gospel song?
I have Donny McLaughlin. I have Lara George. Just one, okay. Lara George.
Why?
Music inspires me a lot. This feeling, inspiration behind the music is a wow. So each time I listen to my music, it gives me this inspiration and a sense of reasoning to kind of think about the whole world, imagine God in His majesty and all that. So I love our music a lot. That's source of my inspiration.
Wow, thank you, ma. Ma, if you have the opportunity to take the hand of work clock back, what would you like to change in you yourself personally?
I would love to change. My child, growing up as a child, wasn't pleasant. I wasn't from a financially buoyant family, and we were deprived of so many things. The comfort wasn't there. Imagine a child growing up, going to school, and you just have to put granite and gari in your pocket. You just watch your classmates eating fried rice and chicken. You're like, wow, I wish I can have this. But the opportunity wasn't there. And even when I went to my high institution, I passed through a lot. I was being deprived of a lot of things because I was working at the same time. As a full-time student, then I was just working. Imagine the stress. You were in the classroom. I was a teacher then. That was how I started my teaching career back then when I was in school, because I just had to do something to support myself in the school. You understand? So I was working at the same time, running lectures, buying handouts and all that. So if I had the opportunity to turn on the back of time, it would be my experience growing up as a childhood and back then in the school. I was deprived a lot, honestly.
So touching. Okay. Let me ask. But what is the unique thing about you? Everybody have something unique, something that makes them special.
That is my career and the kind of woman I've grown to become. The kind of woman I am now is something I'm so proud of. My career is something that gives me joy. I love children a lot. Then aside of that profession, the only thing that brings out the best in me is when I'm with the children in the classroom. They remind me of those days when I was in the classroom. And actually, it gives me the opportunity of fitting in myself into their shoes. I feel their pains, mostly those ones that are from the less privileged background when it comes to financial aspect of it. So it gives them the opportunity to actually meet up with some of their needs. You understand? So that is the best part of me. The most unique part of me is my career as a teacher. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, ma.
You're welcome.
If I may ask, if you are made a day governor, what will be the number one thing? You know, Nigeria have a lot of problems, but what will be the number one problem that you like to hit to solve?
Education sector. The standard of education in Nigeria is in Lagos State is falling apart. The incumbent governor is actually trying his best, but even that we still have some children that are deprived of good and standard education in this country and in this state as a whole. In this community, I'm a teacher, so I know statistically you will see 40% of children living on the island are deprived of good education standard. Why? Because governments they can't send their agents down to them because the water is depriving them of so many things. They can't really come down to see things for themselves. But we are here, we feel the pains of most children and their parents. Most parents they are not well educated. They don't know how good it is for a child to be educated as well. So we that have this knowledge of what it means for you to be ignorant when actually you're supposed to know something. You understand? So we feel that pain of these children. So if I made a day governor, I will change. The first thing I will change is about education. I will make sure every child in any nook and cranny of the state get the best of education. Despite notwithstanding their background, their community where they stay, and their orientation, I will make sure they all have this quality education, because education is the bedrock of any nation, and a child that is not educated today will stand a chance of not gaining anything, little or nothing in the society in times to come. So when you educate a child, you educate a nation. So I will make sure education is what every human, every child will get, because every leader you see today was once in the classroom, and these children are the leaders of tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma, so you're trying to talk about equal
gender
education.
equality,
Yeah,
in the male and the female.
Thank you very much, ma. Ma, I know that you are a Christian. You also believe in things of God. But let me just take you back a little bit in terms of spiritual things. Let's assume that you are, God forbid, but just an assumption, that you are into this abracadabra of a things. What do you think that you will use this for? You don't understand what I mean by abracadabra? Magician.
Yeah, the magician.
Yeah.
Black magic.
Yes. What are the things that you think that you can use it for?
Okay, thank God I am not, and if I am, for instance, it's something I will use. You know, there's this assumption that if the whites were to be witches and wizards, at least people will still applaud them for that, because they at least use it. It's something they apply to affect other people's life positively. At least we can use Android phone, you can communicate with distant friends and all that relations through your phone. So if I have the black magic, I'm telling you, I will compete with the whites in terms of development and all that. It's something I want everyone to benefit from. It's only the black magic people use to oppress one another. Who else to be in their shoe is something I will use for the betterment of my nation, my state, my community, my family, and for myself.
Wow. Thank you very much, ma. If you find $100 million, $100 million, you can just imagine.
Don't worry.
Yeah. So, ma, if you find $100 million, what are you going to do with it?
$100 million, a whole lot of money. $100 million can change a whole nation, like seriously. Well, now one thing they say is that two things that define a man: your attitude, your patience rather, when you had nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Well, first of foremost, I'm someone who is passionate about other people. I love humanitarian services. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to build an orphanage home. The first thing, sorry, before that, I'm going to pay my tithe. After that, I'll build an orphanage home as the less privileged. There are a lot of children, even on this island, as small as this community, there are children. There are partner orphans, maternal orphans, even orphans on both sides. I think if I can have an orphanage home here that is well equipped to have children, at least that was be a dream fulfilled, if not 100%, 50%. Then the second one, I'm going to build a school because I have this dream of becoming a proprietress. Yeah, it's a dream, and it's going to actually, I would love to actualize it. I'll build a school, and it's going to be more or less on NGO because it's going to be 50% discount for every child in the nook and cranny of the community to come together to get a standard education and all that. And the rest, my community, my neighbors, family, everyone benefits from it. Actually, and I'm going to invest in it, the school and other things.
Thank you.
Also help this.
Now, let's come back to your material stuff. After you spend this money in terms of humanitarian stuff, and all those things that you listed, now maybe there are still little amount of money that still remain, which you feel like you want to spend it to yourself, you alone. What are the material things you feel like?
The material, what I love, I love. I'm not very materialistic, but at least if the money is there, you will know what you want and what you love. Everyone like the thing, sure. So I love good outfits, designers wears, bags, shoes, hair, maybe 20% because I'm not a hair type, but good. I love looking good. Yeah, you know, looking good. You agree it's a good business. So I love looking good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
In a 5 words, can you just describe the kind of person you are? 5 words.
5 words. Simple, understanding, unique. How many now? 4. And straightforward.
Now, if you have the opportunity to talk to the youth, nowadays youth, which maybe you just want to give them an advice, can you just tell us just only one word which you think that you can give to them to turn their life around?
Focus. They should be focused. Any youth who is not focused is unstable. And when you are focused, no matter the challenge you're passing through, you'll be able to attain that goal you have in life. No matter your present predicament or situation, you will not be distracted if and only you are focused. So when you're focused as a youth, you will know that the 1 naira you get from politicians in order to lure you into thuggery and to be a politician talk does not worth it. Because the question you ask yourself is, these politicians, how many of their children do they send on the street? To be a talk, to fight others, to kill, to commit nuisance. So if you are focused, you get more understanding of whom you are and how to actually attain that level that God has created you to be. So focus.
Thank you.
It's a key word.
Let me quickly appreciate you. The way you answer question motivates me to ask one question, which I also want to ask one more. Actually, the former one was my last question, but I still feel like asking one. If you find yourself in terms of advocate, do you know what I mean by advocate? Someone who is privileged to advocate for the less privileged.
Others, yeah.
Yeah, someone that is in terms of when we are talking about social media, you are in high position. People want to listen to you. If you advocate for this group of people, they will surely go in because people want to hear from you. And if you find yourself in such position, which I also wanted to assume in that position, what would be your advocate? Because I know that you understand what is happening in our country now. You understand the kind of area that I didn't like this, what these people are doing. So what will be your area of advocate if you want to advocate?
Gender equality.
Yeah.
Gender, my main center of concentration on that is going to be gender equality. If you look at our country today, we've not even had a female president, have we? No. So people feel females, they are weaker vessels. But let me tell you, what a man can do, a woman can do 100% better and better. A woman can actually try her best. You understand? So I would advocate for females. At least go up there, do something, you can do it. If a man can do it, you can do it. God created us. You understand? If the man is the head, you are the neck. And believe me, without the neck, the head that cannot stand. So the men, they need us. The society needs us. So there's no woman, forget it, man can stand. So that is just it. So I will advocate for female gender equality. Let there be equality between a male and a female counterpart. Let there be a story about a female will sit, a male will sit. Let there be a story about we will have a female president in our nation, and they will start to say yes. When they are talking, people will listen. So we shouldn't be referred as weaker vessels. I hate hearing that word. Women are weaker vessels. We are not weak. Who says so? We are not weak, so we are strong. So I will pick for youth. And also the females, actually, when it comes to that, a lot of things they're deprived of. You will see, when it comes to profession, they will tell you a woman can, who says a woman can be an engineer? Yes. You can be an auto mechanic. You do it, you wear your overall, you wear your everything. Go there and do this thing. You understand? So at least let's create this opportunity to make sure women, if I happen to be an advocate today, I will advocate for women, gender equality, things that will actually make us see women as these people. They are not weak, but they are what? They are strong. Together, we can do this thing. Without women, we can't do it. At least if they're saying House of Assembly of Representatives, if you're having 20 males, let's also have 19 females. Single. So at least I want women to also have this upper hand in our community, society, our nation at large.
Seriously, you are in the spirit. You never be letting so. Thank you very much, ma. I'm so grateful. I also want to ask if we finally find our road down to Takwa Bay, or we feel like asking or bringing in some things in terms of just meet you in any other thing, will you be available for us?
Yeah, my husband.
Thank you very much. We are so grateful. Thank you. This is KYC TV recording. Thank you, madam.
I remain Mrs. Doris Awanjini from Takwa Bay community. Thank you.
Thank you, ma.